PayPal, the so-called revolutionary payment system that made online transactions easier than ever before. But behind the sleek blue logo and its promise of secure transactions lies a world of controversies, account freezes, lawsuits, and some downright terrifying policies. In this video, we're exposing the dark truth about PayPal, things that might make you think twice before trusting them with your money. Chapter 1. The Convenience Trap. Scene: a person happily making a PayPal transaction on their phone, transitioning to a customer with a shocked expression looking at a frozen account. PayPal is convenient, right? That's what makes it so popular. With over 430 million active accounts worldwide, it dominates online payments. But here's the catch. Once your money is in PayPal's ecosystem, they control it, not you. Thousands of users have woken up to an unpleasant surprise. Their PayPal accounts suddenly frozen, with no warning and no clear explanation. Their funds completely inaccessible. Imagine running an online business, relying on PayPal for transactions, and one day, boom, your account is locked. No appeal, no clear reason, just an automated email saying you violated their policies. For many users, this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a financial nightmare. Some have had thousands of dollars locked away, unable to access the money they worked hard for. And even if you follow every rule, your account could still be flagged at any moment. Chapter 2. The Account Freeze Nightmare. So what happens if your account gets frozen? Well, good luck trying to get it back. PayPal's customer support is notorious for its lack of transparency and slow response times. Even worse, the money in your account can be held for 6 months or longer, without interest. And what's their reasoning? They call it risk management, but for users, it feels more like legalized theft, a text overlay of real user complaints about PayPal holding funds. Narrator: and PayPal's policies don't just target businesses. Regular users have also found their accounts locked for sending or receiving suspicious transactions. The worst part? PayPal has the final say, and they don't even have to tell you why. Some users have reported losing thousands of dollars and receiving no explanation other than a violation of terms. Chapter 3. The Illegal Fines Controversy. But it gets even darker. Did you know PayPal fines users up to $2,500 for violating its acceptable use policy? That's right. If they determine that your transactions go against their rules, even something as vague as misinformation, they can take your money as a penalty. Scene: screenshot of PayPal's policy document. Narrator: this policy caused massive backlash, especially when it was revealed that PayPal could fine users for things like spreading misinformation, a term so broad that almost anyone could be targeted. After public outrage, PayPal quickly backtracked, claiming it was a mistake. But was it really? Or was it just an attempt to see what they could get away with? Chapter 4. PayPal versus competitors. So why do people still use PayPal despite all these issues? Well, for one, they've established themselves as a trusted brand over decades. Many e-commerce sites and services still rely on PayPal as a default payment processor. And for some users, there just aren't enough good alternatives. But here's another reason. PayPal still offers buyer protection, something that competitors like Stripe or Wise don't always guarantee. If you get scammed, PayPal often sides with buyers, making it appealing for online shoppers. However, this same policy is also abused, with sellers losing money due to fraudulent disputes. Chapter 5. Shady Business Practices and Legal Battles. PayPal's legal troubles aren't new over the years. They've been sued multiple times for holding user funds unfairly, misleading customers, and even privacy violations. They've paid millions in settlements, but for a company worth hundreds of billions, that's just pocket change. Scene: montage of people on social media sharing their PayPal horror stories. Narrator: and let's not forget the countless horror stories from everyday users. Small businesses, freelancers, and even charities have all reported PayPal suddenly holding or seizing their funds, often without a clear reason. In some cases, businesses have been forced to shut down because they couldn't access their own money. Scammers send fake emails and messages pretending to be PayPal, tricking users into revealing their login details. Once inside, hackers transfer funds, make unauthorized purchases, or even lock the user out completely. And despite its advanced security claims, PayPal still struggles to keep up with evolving cyber threats. Chapter 6. Data privacy concerns. PayPal shares user data with third parties, including advertisers and even government agencies. In some cases, PayPal has handed over user financial information without a court order, raising serious privacy concerns. Chapter 7. High fees and unfair charges. PayPal's fees can be shockingly high. Whether you're a business owner, freelancer, or casual user, you're likely paying more than you realize. International transfers, currency conversions, and even withdrawals can carry hidden fees that quickly add up. Many users have also reported unexplained deductions, unexpected conversion rates, and fees that weren't clearly stated. PayPal's policies allow them to change their fees at any time, leaving users with little choice but to accept them or leave the platform entirely. Chapter 8. Government scrutiny and regulatory issues. Regulators worldwide have started questioning PayPal's practices, demanding more transparency. Countries like the US, UK, and the EU have pushed for stricter policies to prevent PayPal from abusing its control over users' funds. But so far, the company has managed to navigate these challenges with minimal consequences. Despite some financial penalties, PayPal continues to operate in a legal gray area, using its vast resources to lobby against strict regulations. The question remains, will governments ever be able to fully hold them accountable? Chapter 9. PayPal's control over free speech. Narrator. PayPal has been accused of deplatforming users for political reasons, sparking widespread concerns over financial censorship. Over the years, numerous activists, journalists, and independent media organizations have reported having their accounts suddenly suspended without warning. In some cases, these suspensions came after they criticized powerful institutions or covered controversial topics. Scene. Interview snippets from deplatformed users. Narrator. PayPal has defended these actions by stating that they were enforcing their acceptable use policy, which prohibits transactions linked to hate speech, violence, or harmful activities. However, critics argue that the policy is vague and inconsistently applied, often targeting individuals and groups based on subjective criteria. This raises an important question. Should a private financial corporation have the power to control who can and cannot access money online? As digital payments become increasingly necessary, the ability to financially silence someone could have severe implications for free speech and economic freedom. Could PayPal's unchecked influence set a dangerous precedent for the future of financial control? Chapter 10. The future of PayPal. Narrator. So, what's next for PayPal? Will they continue to dominate the online payments industry, or will their shady practices eventually catch up with them? Users are growing increasingly frustrated, and new competitors are emerging every year. Governments are pushing for tighter regulations, but PayPal still holds massive influence in the financial world. Narrator. Here's how you can protect yourself. Use alternative payment methods whenever possible. Withdraw your funds frequently to avoid sudden freezes. Enable two-factor authentication to prevent hacks. Monitor your transactions and dispute any suspicious charges immediately. Stay informed about PayPal's ever-changing policies. At the end of the day, PayPal is a powerful tool, but it's also one with a dark side. Is it really worth the risk? Narrator. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below.